Hi everyone! Spring is nearly here, and today I decided to show you my 3 favorite recipes you can make with wild garlic. We'll be making wild garlic soda bread, salt, and some incredible wild garlic and dill pesto. Wild garlic, also known as bear's garlic, is an exceptional wild edible plant that grows in woodlands in late winter or early spring, and it has a pungent, somewhat fiery taste and flavor similar to regular garlic. Wild garlic leaves easily get wilted, so I like to wash my leaves right away, dry them a bit, and put them in a Ziploc bag with a kitchen towel to keep some moisture inside. This way they can be kept in the fridge fresh for about 1 week. Now let's start with making our wild garlic soda bread. Gather all ingredients and preheat the oven at 200 Celsius. Chop the wild garlics roughly with a knife and transfer them to a blender. Add kefir and blend for 30 seconds until mixture turns green. Sift all-purpose and whole grain spelled flour into a bowl. Add salt and baking soda and stir well with a wooden spoon. Make an indent in the middle of the bowl and pour the kefir while stirring the mixture until properly combined. When the dough is formed, transfer it onto a well-floured surface and shape it into a ball. You don't need to knead this dough too much. Cut it with a knife to make a cross shape. Put it in the oven and bake for 25 to 30 minutes. While the bread is baking, we'll head on to the second recipe. Wild garlic salt. Now get ready to be amazed. Start this recipe by patting dry the washed wild garlic leaves with some kitchen towels. They will absorb some of the moisture, which will shorten the drying time afterward. Then chop the leaves roughly with a knife. Transfer them to a food processor bowl and add coarse grained salt. Run it on a medium speed until you get a vibrant green paste-like consistency. The salt is now very wet, so what I like to do is to spread it onto a baking sheet into an even layer and let it dry at room temperature for a few days. This time I will do it in the oven after the bread is done. In the meantime, my bread is baked, so I'm going to let it cool down completely on a cooling rack. And now let's head on to the third recipe. Incredibly flavorful wild garlic and dill pesto. First, gather all the ingredients. Toast the walnuts in the dry pan until they become fragrant. Add them to the food processor bowl and pulse until crumbly. Then add coarsely chopped fresh dill and wild garlic leaves. Add freshly grated lemon zest, lemon juice, and start the food processor again. Slowly start adding the olive oil while the food processor is running until you get a smooth consistency. Pause, then add grated hard cheese. This time I've used pecorino romano, some freshly cracked black pepper, and salt to your taste. Process very briefly until just combined. Now your pesto is ready to be used in many recipes. Transfer the pesto to a clean glass jar and store it in the fridge. And there you have it, 3 easy and incredibly delicious wild garlic recipes that really anyone can make. Let me know in the comments below which recipe you're going to try. And see you next time!